Ever wondered why you wake up dead tired after 8 hours of sleep, but some people bounce out of bed feeling energized on just 6? What if I told you staying awake for 19 hours straight makes your brain function like you're drunk, and car crashes from drowsy driving are more common than those from drunk driving? And here's a kicker. Cutting your sleep from 8 to 6 hours might feel like a tiny 2-hour sacrifice, but it actually robs you of 70% of your REM sleep. Would that make you put down your phone and hit the hay right now? Today, we're diving deep into Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, a neuroscience professor at UC Berkeley and one of the world's top sleep researchers. After decades of study, he drops a shocking truth. Sleep isn't a pause button on life, it's the charger that keeps your entire body and brain running. The scary part: our generation is conducting the biggest sleep deprivation experiment in human history, and the cost is our health, smarts, and even our lives. This book will totally rewire how you think about sleep, proving it's the single most important thing you can do for your health. What sleep actually is: a 5-movement symphony. A lot of people think sleep is when your brain shuts off. That's 100% wrong. When you close your eyes, your brain kicks off a carefully orchestrated symphony, with 5 distinct movements, each with its own job. Light sleep movement 1 lasts about 10 minutes. You're easy to wake up here, your brain's just transitioning from the awake world to the sleep kingdom, like your eyes adjusting to a dark movie theater. Sleep spindles movement 2. Your body relaxes, your temperature drops, and your heart rate slows. Now, your brain makes sleep spindles. Think of them as your brain's security guards, standing at the door to block outside noise. Some people have tons, they sleep through thunderstorms. Others have barely any, a pin drop wakes them up. Deep sleep movements 3 and 4. This is the star of the show. Your brain waves slow to a gentle, ocean-like rhythm. Here's what your body's up to: repairing damaged tissues, flushing out waste, releasing growth hormone, and boosting your immune system. If your body were a car, deep sleep is when you take it to the shop for a full tune-up. Skip this, and you'll feel heavy and slow the next day, like driving a car that's never been serviced. REM sleep movement 5. The dream stage. Your eyes dart back and forth under your lids, and your brain gets more active than when you're awake. Cool and weird fact: your body temporarily paralyzes itself, only your diaphragm works to keep you breathing. Why? Because if you acted out your dreams, you could hurt yourself. This stage is huge for managing emotions and sparking creativity. Think Mendeleev's periodic table or Kekule's benzene ring structure, both were dreamed up. These 5 movements make a 90-minute sleep cycle, and you'll go through 4 to 5 cycles a night. Here's the catch: the first half of the night is mostly deep sleep, the second half mostly REM. So if you stay up till 2 a.m. and sleep till 10 a.m., you'll miss tons of deep sleep. Wake up at 5 a.m., and you'll lose most of your REM. That's why everyone, night owls and morning larks alike, needs 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep. What controls your sleep? To key systems. Circadian rhythm, your internal clock. It's not just idea, there's a cluster of brain cells called the suprachiasmatic nucleus that acts like a conductor, keeping your body in sync. It wakes you up in the morning and makes you sleepy at night. Fun fact: your clock is genetic. Some people are morning larks, up at 5 a.m., tired by 9 p.m. Others are night owls, wide awake late, struggle to rise. Society acts like larks are hardworking and owls are lazy, but that's just a bias. Sleep pressure, adenosine. Every second you're awake, a chemical called adenosine builds up in your brain like sand piling up in an hourglass. The more adenosine, the sleepier you get. Sleep clears it out, resetting you for the next day. But caffeine messes this up. It doesn't erase adenosine, it blocks the receptors in your brain that feel sleepiness. It's like yanking the battery out of a smoke alarm. The fire's still there, but the alarm doesn't go off. Worse, caffeine sticks around for 5 to 7 hours, so that 3 p.m. coffee, half of it's still in your system by 10 p.m. What happens when you don't sleep enough? Walker says there's no upside to skimping on sleep. It attacks every system in your body, your brain, focus, and reaction time tank. After 19 hours awake, your cognitive skills are on par with someone who's drunk. You might think you're fine, but sleep-deprived people can't judge their own state, just like drunk people who swear they're sober. Then there's microsleeps. Your brain dozes off for 1 to 2 seconds without you knowing. Do that while driving, and you could drift right off the road. There's no hack for fatigue. Rolling down the window or cranking up music won't help. Only sleep fixes it. Your mood, your amygdala, the brain's emotion center, goes into overdrive, while your prefrontal cortex, the rational part, shuts down. You get irritable, impulsive, and make decisions you'll regret. Studies link sleep deprivation to more violence, addiction, and suicide, and it's not a personality flaw. It's your brain not working right. Your memory. Sleep does 3 big things for memory. 1, clears space in your brain for new info, like wiping a camera's memory card. 2, turns short-term memories into long-term ones. 3, connects different ideas to spark creativity. Skip sleep, and all 3 break down. Students who pull all-nighters, they're wasting time. Their brains can't hold on to that info. Your weight. Sleep loss makes you gain weight. It ramps up hunger hormones and drops fullness hormones, so you crave high-calorie junk food. Your body also goes into survival mode, slowing your metabolism to store more fat. Studies show people who sleep less than 6 hours a night have a 30% higher risk of obesity. Your heart and blood vessels, blood pressure spikes, heart rate speeds up, and blood vessels get inflamed. Sleep less than 6 hours a night, and your risk of a heart attack doubles. Same with stroke. Here's proof. When daylight saving time starts, losing 1 hour of sleep, heart attacks jump by 24%. When it ends, gaining 1 hour, they drop by 21%. Just 1 hour makes that much difference. Your immune system. Natural killer cells, your body's special forces that fight cancer and viruses, drop by 70% when you're sleep deprived. Sleep less than 4 hours, and your risk of catching a cold triples. The WHO even labels night shift work as a possible carcinogen. Chronic sleep loss raises cancer risk big time. Your genes. Sleep just 6 hours a night for a week, and you'll change the activity of 711 genes. Genes linked to inflammation, stress, and heart disease turn on, while genes for immunity and metabolism turn off. You're literally altering your DNA, and not in a good way. How to fix your sleep. Walker's proven plan. Stick to a schedule. Sleep and wake up at the same time every day, even weekends. Your clock loves routine. Social jet lag. Staying up late on weekends and struggling Monday morning is real, and it's miserable. Nail the temperature. The ideal sleep temp is 64 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. You need to lower your core temp to fall asleep, so a hot shower before bed helps. When you step out, your body cools down, sending a time to sleep signal. If you wake up hot, stick a foot out from under the covers. Feet are great at releasing heat. Control the light. Get bright sunlight in the morning, even just 10 minutes outside. It sets your clock for the day. At night, avoid blue light from phones, TVs, laptops 2 hours before bed. Blue light suppresses melatonin, the sleep signal hormone. It's not a sleeping pill. If you have to use screens, turn on night mode or wear blue light glasses. Watch what you eat. Drink. Don't eat a big meal 3 hours before bed. Digestion messes with sleep. Limit fluids so you don't wake up to pee. Ditch caffeine after 2 p.m. Remember its long half-life. Alcohol is a trap. It makes you drowsy, but it wrecks REM sleep. Drunk sleep isn't real sleep, it's sedation. Your brain acts totally different. Exercise, but not too late. Working out helps sleep, but don't do intense workouts within 3 hours of bed. They raise your temp and keep you alert. Morning or afternoon workouts are best. They boost sleep and your energy during the day. Keep bed for sleep and sex only. If you can't fall asleep in 20 minutes, get up and do something calm. Read a book. Listen to soft music, no screens. Don't work, eat, or watch TV in bed. Train your brain to think. Bed equals sleep. Skip sleep aids, walkers clear, avoid them. They don't make you sleep naturally, they're sedatives. They cause dependency, mess up your sleep cycle, and even raise your risk of death. If you have insomnia, cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) works better, and it has no side effects. Nap smartly. If you sleep enough at night, a 20-minute nap boosts afternoon productivity. But if you're sleep deprived, napping releases sleep pressure, making it harder to fall asleep at night. Also, nap before 3 p.m. After that, it messes with nighttime sleep. Why dreams matter? They're not random. Dreams aren't just your brain daydreaming. They're hard at work, process emotions. They strip painful memories of their intensity, turning them into regular memories. That's why time heals. It's actually sleep doing the healing. Spark creativity. They connect unrelated ideas to make new ones. Tons of scientific and artistic breakthroughs came from dreams. Practice social skills. They simulate social scenarios, helping you read people's emotions and facial expressions. Sleep-deprived people often misread neutral faces as hostile, which messes up relationships. Teens need extra REM sleep. Their brains are still developing, and they need to process emotions and learn social skills. But here's the problem. Teens' clocks are naturally set later, but schools force them to wake up early. It's a huge mismatch. Sleep across your life. Kids, teens, seniors. Kids, newborns need 14 to 17 hours, preschoolers 10 to 13, teens 8 to 10, most don't get enough. Sleep-deprived kids struggle with focus, mood, grades, and weight. Worse, sleep loss in childhood can permanently damage brain development. Teens, remember that study where schools pushed back start times by 1 hour. Test scores jumped like adding 3 months of class. Teen car crashes dropped by 70%, no more drowsy driving, and depression, suicide rates fell. It's such a simple fix, but most schools still make teens wake up early. Seniors, a lot of people think older people need less sleep. That's a myth. Seniors need just as much sleep as younger adults, but their sleep quality drops, less deep sleep, more waking up. This isn't normal aging, it's a problem that needs fixing. Sleep loss speeds up cognitive decline and raises Alzheimer's risk. Here's why. During deep sleep, your brain clears beta amyloid, the toxic protein linked to Alzheimer's. Sleep less, and it builds up, damaging your brain. It's a vicious cycle. More beta amyloid equals worse sleep equals more beta amyloid. Protecting sleep means protecting your brain. The sleep is for slackers culture, it's killing us. We live in a world that acts like staying up late is hardworking and sleeping 8 hours is lazy. Bosses praise you for pulling all-nighters, but no one compliments you for sleeping enough. This culture is costing us billions. Sleep deprivation leads to huge healthcare bills, lost productivity, and car crashes. If sleep were a drug, it'd be the best-selling one ever. It prevents and treats so many diseases. Do successful people really sleep for hours? Mostly no. Studies show less than 1% of people can function on little sleep. It's a genetic mutation, not a skill. CEOs who claim they sleep for hours, they're either lying, taking secret naps, or heading for burnout. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, they all admit to needing 7 to 8 hours. LeBron James sleeps 12 hours a day. He calls it his best recovery tool. Final thought. Sleep isn't the opposite of life, it's a core part of it. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping, and that 1/3 determines how good the other 2/3 are. Sleep well, and you'll live better, love better, and work better. It's not a waste of time, it's the best investment you can make in your time. Every great night's sleep is a promise to a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next book deep dive.